Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time. It is time. 10 in a row, 13 and 4, second seed, locked. Playoffs, Santa Clara, Niners, Levi's. Who want to come test me? Who want to come test me? I'm telling you right now, there's going to be some coughing on this episode, probably some sneezing, some runny noses, and I don't care because the San Francisco 49ers did exactly what they were supposed to do, and they went out, finished the season strong. And we're going to break it down right here. We're going to talk about it because we're going to overreact. And it's good things to overreact about, right? Saw some negative plays, but I tell you what, I'm excited for everybody that's out there. My energy level's on 1,427. It's not coming down all week long. And the 49ers right now are currently going to play on my birthday. I need somebody to give me the live update. Is the Eagles game over? Did the Eagles win? Because I need to know if the Eagles won. Please tell me y'all can hear me. I'm hoping ain't no disparities and the sound, anything like that. While you guys talk, give me that thumbs up. Shout out to everybody that's out there. We got a super chat contribution to start off the show. Let's go ahead and get the foghorn ready. You already know what time it is. Miss Jacqueline Knox says 13 and 4, 10 games in a row. Yes, 10 games in a row. The 49ers remain the hottest team in the NFL. There's nothing you can say. There's not one NFL sports analyst that can come out their mouths and say that the 49ers aren't the hottest team in the NFL. I don't care who they played, they still had to win 10 games in a row. Thank you, Big Dez. Since the Eagles won, the 49ers will be playing on, I hope they'll be playing on my birthday. My birthday is January 15th, which is that Sunday. There's a possibility the 49ers can play on that Saturday. It's 2 games on Saturday. Then there's the games on Sunday. And then there's the Monday night game. We don't know if the 49ers are going to be playing on Monday night. How cool would it be if the 49ers got a chance to play on Monday night? Thank y'all for telling me that the Eagles won. I wasn't really paying attention and didn't really care. All I cared about was the 49ers playing this week, this Sunday. I'll be traveling out to Santa Clara. I think John and I will be doing a 49ers Rush road trip event. So make sure you guys check that out. Go to the website, 49ersrushroadtrip.com. We're going to talk about that later on in the week. All I know is the San Francisco 49ers are going to be and will remain the hottest team in football. But guys, thank y'all for telling me. Theodore says, yo, it don't matter who we play. I put up in the chat, who do you want to play? There's a poll question going on. It doesn't matter who we play. All right. I see this right now. Terradome says that the Seahawks and the Rams are currently in overtime. Debbie says, Capricorn, stand up. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, I'm so excited. Shalom to you as well. Since couldn't watch the game since I'm in the Southeast. Ashley, I wish you would have told us. I would have sent you a link or something for you to watch the game. My apologies. Didn't know or whatnot. But I'm hoping you were able to keep up with everything. But the 49ers won, and that's why we're here. We're here to overreact. Hopefully the crew will be jumping in. I know Peachy's a little bit under the weather. I'm still getting over some stuff. Don't know if Moses is coming. I do know Fair said he will be on the way. We got to take victory shots. I don't know if I'm going to be able to drink. Miss Debbie says, hey, Wayne, I'm so freaking excited. We're on our way. 13 and 4. Let's talk about some of the stuff that we saw. So the game started off really crazy, right? Because you had that crazy flea flicker bomb play to Diamador Lenore, but that was it. That was it. It was one play. He got burnt, gave up the touchdown to old man Green. And next thing you know, all I saw from Demo, it was his first touchdown that he gave up all season. Now, I'm not going to sit here and not say that the secondary, they can't continue to get punched in the mouth and get beat like that, though, right? Great defense, better offense, touchdown, but he adjusted. He freaking adjusted. So you got to give some props and a round of applause to Diamador Lenore for making the adjustments. You want to jump? Yeah, for sure. I'll get you the link right now, bro. Just check your Twitter. It'll be in your Twitter right now. But we're here to overreact about the good, the bad, and there was zero ugly. 0 turnovers for the 49ers. Not even that many penalties for the 49ers. Look, the 49ers were able to pull their starters or whatnot. Hold on, guys. They were able to pull their starters, you know what I'm saying, in that fourth quarter, which I thought was so dope. Okay. And I just feel like the 49ers are remaining the hottest team in football. I see my man says he's ready to call in. I'm going to have you guys definitely join on the show. I'll put the link in the chat. I see Fair saying he's got to feed the kids and things like that. No problem, bro. We'll be here for a little while. Ashley says she was able to follow on ESPN. Listen, what a crazy season, right? What a crazy season. Uh, I just thought it was a crazy season. Like we started off, 3-4. We ended up going 4-4. And after that, there was no looking back. It's like the 49ers put they just hit the button. They just hit that NOS button. And after that, it was on. GSU for Life says Lenore didn't adjust. D'Amico adjusted and started using Gibson to play over whoever Lenore was on. You can say it. They didn't test him deep again after that. What I meant was that he was back in on making tackles. Like he was definitely hitting the spots. That fourth down, it was a fourth in space. He makes the open field tackle. He misses that tackle, and the open field tackle is a big first down for the Arizona Cardinals. So if you don't want to say he adjusted, that's cool. I felt like he adjusted. He kind of like brushed the junk off of his shoulders. I didn't see too many bonehead plays. I didn't see any bonehead plays from Talanoa Hufanga. How cool was that? I didn't see any bonehead plays from Talanoa Hufanga. My man Isaiah says, I signed my lease for my new house today. The 49ers, Clemson, number 2 seed, baby. Let's go. Congratulations, man. It's dope when you sign in leases and stuff. Hey, buy me a house and we can get together. Let me bring in my man Dion, man. Listen, bro, what's good, fam?
Hey, man. They ain't ready. Hey, Don't nobody want this smoke. Don't no teams want this smoke, man. We out here just killing them.
Hey,
killing them.
The Seahawks just won too. Ain't that some? So are they going to be currently the 7th seed? Is that how
they look like it? Yeah, they look like the 7th seed. But the thing is we got to see what happens with Green Bay, and Seattle, because basically, I think if Green Bay wins, Seattle gets kicked out. Let me double check though.
Whatever it is, I know we got a couple of teams up here, man. Like out of these teams that I got here in the poll, Giants, Seahawks, Packers, Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you want to face like first? Like, you pick your poison. Like which one of them teams, and it doesn't mean you fear any of them, but which one would you like to face first?
Green Bay. We always put them out of their misery quickly. So I'll take Green Bay.
They're not easy games. Don't get it twisted. They're not easy games.
No.
Okay.
But I just what does Aaron Rodgers do against us in the playoffs? Lose. Historically. He loses.
0-4.
So I have no reason for me to think about facing anybody else. I'm gonna tell you right now. I know everybody is like, hey, I'm not worried about anybody. I'm gonna tell you the one team I do not want to face at all. If they get in, Detroit. They hungry. They starving. They have nothing to lose at all.
Seeing that out there.
So when you look at what Detroit has done over this span of time, along with the fact that coach has those dudes playing at a high level, yeah, I'm good. I know a lot of people truthfully would like to have, another team, or they're like, hey, it don't matter, but you got to be mindful with those dudes, man. When he was talking about biting off kneecaps early this season, everybody laughing at him. And now look at him. He done bit off several kneecaps and got his team on the brink of the playoffs.
Okay. So we got to figure out which teams are eliminated and which teams aren't. I might have some eliminated teams.
I'm looking at it right now. I think I'm trying to pull it up, the playoff picture.
I'm going to post the link inside the chat. You guys want to jump on here and rock out with me for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're here to talk for a little bit. I'll bring as many people on as I can at one time. Just make sure when you join the stream, make sure you go ahead and mute your mic in the background until it's your turn to talk, please. We got to make sure we keep the feedback down. Shout out to everybody out there, man. 49ers, 10 straight. All right, that's something that we definitely need to celebrate about. Brock Purdy, 5-0 as a starting quarterback. Hey, he kind of matches up that Jimmy Garoppolo, 5-0 when he came in. Like Jimmy who? Jimmy what? Like we were moving on, right? Brock Purdy's breaking records. How cool is it that Brock Purdy is breaking records as a rookie? Matter of fact, I posted something a little bit earlier. Let me see if I can find it real quick, and I'm just going to read it on the air. So Brock Purdy, as a rookie, and shout out to who was on the 49ers Rush show earlier, with John Chapman because they put this out there because he asked us a trivia question inside the chat. And he was like, yo, name what other quarterback has thrown multiple pass TDs in 6 straight games? And, as a rookie. So everybody was like, Peyton Manning, some of these older vets that been playing for a while. And the answer was Justin Herbert. So Brock Purdy has thrown multiple pass TDs in 6 straight games, joining Justin Herbert with 7 straight in 2020 as the only rookies with the streak of 6+ such games in NFL history. Brock Purdy out here balling.
He definitely is. What's going on, Mose? Like that shirt, baby. Conquered the West. Look, Mose looked like he just got off the line, didn't he? Mose looked like he just came from the game. I swear to God. He's still in game mode. He like locked in. I could just see it in his eyes. He locked in.
So the Lions got eliminated. So we don't got to worry about playing them. So obviously, before they got eliminated, that Seahawks must have won and eliminated the Lions. I think that's what happened, right? All right.
Correct.
So, yeah.
But they need the Lions to win.
Wait a minute.
They need the Lions to win to get in. So they eliminated them, but they said, hey, we kicked y'all out of the playoffs, but we still need y'all to get this dub.
If you could do me a solid, I got you right there.
I'm losing this game with 1 second left, yo. I'm taking the knee. I'm taking the knee. We don't need this win, guys. We're not in. So let's 1 second, too. Just to add, man, I'm petty. I'm petty like that.
Hey, you gotta tap into your 50 Cent petty on this one. This is where you get right to the goal line and just put the ball down right there and let them pick it up.
I don't know if you want to do that. That's a fumble. You gotta take the
knee.
All
right. I'm just saying, like, just if you want to be really petty, that's the pettiest thing you could do. Get right at the goal line and put the ball down and walk away and look at Seattle and go, yeah, I'm not helping you out.
That's petty.
You don't get on love over here. No,
that's definitely petty. Listen, we're gonna bring in some of our guests that's gonna come on the show. Moses, good to see you, bro. What's your quick thoughts before I bring anybody in, man? Like your quick overreaction to what you watched today, man.
I mean, I watched a team that, when healthy, is really, really tough to beat. I don't care who's on the other side of the field. Like, we saw Mitchell come in and, like, if he can stay healthy, just give me 4 games, bruh. Just give me 4 games, Mitchell. Just give me 4 games. Kinlaw, just give me 4 more games, bro. That's it. Just give me 4 more games. So, what we saw. Listen, teams are really only going to be able to move the ball on us if their offense is high-powered and dynamic, or like Arizona did in the beginning, you got to run a trick play or something crazy like that. Like, this defense is playing outstanding. Offense is clicking on all cylinders. It would have been helpful to get the bye, kind of have 2 weeks to rest up and get prepared. But I think this team, they're on such a roll. They just want to play football. And I think the only way that you keep this momentum that we have now is to keep playing. So we got the number 2 spot. That's locked up for us. We at least have 2 games in Santa Clara. And who knows, if the Eagles fumble and they lose one, then we get one more.
Yeah, everything will go to Santa Clara. Very well said. I got to give a shout out, right, to every 49er faithful, such as Crystal Peachy B and your boy Wayne Breezy, that predicted that the 49ers would go 13 and motherfucking 4. And if you did it too, congratulations. Everybody get the round of applause. But don't be cheating, because we got receipts. And I
said 13. I said 13-4 or 14-3. So
you can't tweet it a line. You can't be lukewarm. You gotta pick one and stay solid, my brother.
No, I was never solid. It was either or for me, but I got one out of the 2. I'm happy regardless. We the playoffs. All I care about.
All right, listen. Let's bring some guys in here, man. They out here waiting. Let's bring in my man Ronnie. What's going on, Ronnie? You still muted, my brother.
I'm good.
All right, you good. You should be better than good, because
I'm good.
It's officially over. 49ers have locked in some things, man. Give us some thoughts about what you watched out here today, man.
What I saw was a healthy 49er team. What you see, you have all cylinders, all your weapons, just clips after clips. You can't stop us when we got that.
Clips after clips. I like that. I actually like that. Key takeaways from this game, right? I need one key takeaway from you, and one disappointment from you as well. So give me a key takeaway and a disappointment, and I'll go for everybody that joins us.
I guess it's 2 for 1. Getting off a little faster, not letting those first trick plays and them scoring us as first, just those lucky plays. It seems like, I don't know, we come off a little slow right at the start.
Okay.
But as I said, clip after clip, we just come back and steamroll them. I like to see them answer that like they do. It's great.
I love it.
It's not like the Jimmy days when you're like, it's going to be hard to score. No, we're scoring at will now. At will.
And that's something to be scary about, Ronnie. That's something to be scary about. That's something to be scary about. Go ahead. I thought, were you going to say something?
No.
Oh, okay. So give me something that you were disappointed about. Like a record not getting broken or anything that was a little bit of
No, I don't really look into the records. Like, I love to have seen Bosa get a couple more.
so close.
I'm not, it would have been nice. But, the win is what we want. The win, we want to keep winning. So that's all I want, to win.
All right, my brother. Listen, man, thanks for jumping on. We're gonna get everybody else on here, man. We appreciate you, man, and keep it nitty gritty, baby.
Hold on, let me show you something.
What we got?
Hey, my wife made this special for me. 49er shot glass victory shot. She had that put on there just because of this show.
Nice.
Where's
victory shot? 49er.
Yeah, bro.
Where's
the nitty gritty shot glasses
joints, man? Where's the wife at? She got to send us one apiece.
Ready.
Hi.
There's the daughter.
Hi.
And the wifey.
There we go.
Here we go. All right. So, all right, Mrs. Ronnie, we need 4 more of them victory glasses.
Go around.
You can't just make one, because of the show.
Mine don't say victory shot. I'm not taking the victory shot. Since he got the victory shot, I'm not
shot on it.
Yeah. So you take the shot.
Right? I gave it to him.
Oh,
there you go. That's
okay. Okay. All right. You got it. All right. Well,
I'm going to take my shot right now.
There it is. Oh, he's sipping. You can't sip and then shot. I'm not taking shots. I'll throw her. I'm not doing it. Not today. Listen, Ronnie, we got the win, man. I'll see you next week, man. I'll be on Santa Clara.
All right. See ya.
Bro, peace. Right. Let's get my man Trucker Dre on in here. I think is that him? Look like him. Where you at? Nope, that's XM 35, 45, 15, Infinity. Where you at? I see it. I know. Talk your talk, baby.
What's going on, fam? What's going on?
You know what time it is. We excited.
Look, I'm on my way to do some little celebration. Just a quick little thing go out here. Mm-hmm. And look, man, I got so much I can't say, and I can't say it all.
Okay.
I can't say it all. But look, man, I mean, here, just drop a little something. Let me hear what y'all think, because I mean, I've heard a little bit here and there, and but I really feel like we are the team to beat right now.
But now tell us why you feel that way. Like, that's why you're here. You get to tell us why you feel like we are the team to beat.
30 Purdy.
Hey, there you go.
That's it. That's all we need.
30 Purdy.
And then no one else to say.
30 Purdy.
3 touchdowns, 178 yards, 143 rating, 0 turnovers, and help this team put up 30-plus points again.
Again. The boy averaging 35.7 points per game.
Jeez.
When did our offense average 30 anything?
The crazy thing, he ain't even.
It's actually 33.5. But even with that, since he came in the Miami game, this offense is averaging 33.5 points per game which will be the number 1 ranked offense in the NFL in that time span. So we got
And
the
what
number
is he-
1 ranked offense and the number 1 ranked defense for the past how many weeks?
For the last 5 weeks now.
Yes, sir.
And where is he ranked as far as quarterback ranking?
He's probably not ranked as high, but if you're going from the past 5 weeks, he should probably be top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah.
So for the first time, we have a top ranked quarterback. And let's just, if we just average out what he's done so far and put it over the whole season, what are the numbers that we're looking at? Because he's played consistent. I don't believe he would have had, everybody has an errand game, right?
Yeah.
But at this point, I don't really believe he would have had, multiple errand games. He's playing in the system. The boy's poised. He's conducted himself. He's smart. He is smart. He's utilizing every tool in the Swiss Army knife. He's utilizing every aspect. And he's also putting his own little spice to what Kyle Shanahan designs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He brings out what Kyle envisioned. It seems to me he sees it and he plays it.
And this is why Kyle Shanahan is having fun at practice. You see him smiling on the sideline, and he looking extra more confident in what he's out there play calling. So even if there's a mistake,
Kyle really shining, like smiling like this.
No, and that's my whole point.
Kyle is having fun. He's not just out there coaching. He's having fun because he's playing chess and everybody else playing checkers. And he's just looking at his opponents like, yeah, now all my stuff is firing on all. He got an oil change, a tune up. He ready to roll.
Very well said, bro. Very well said.
And everybody, I feel it. Me and Teodome, we the preachers, we the ministers, whatever. I ain't gonna preach a message, but look, because you can't discredit. The boy was being prepared, even though he was the most overlooked.
Okay.
Our team was being prepared to even bring him in, even though he was the most overlooked. And what we needed, he seems to be it. And I don't see Kyle. I see Kyle designing a play skill that he can see the vision. Let's talk about the vision. He sees Kyle's vision. He understands Kyle's vision. So when he rolls out the pocket, the vision, everybody understands it. But if you don't have the guy leading the group that can't see the vision, can't understand, if it break down, this is what you do. This is where you go. All these people going to be here. I'm seeing for the first time the most exciting 49er team that I've seen since the 90s.
Yes. The team makes the team as a whole.
The defense, they got punched in the mouth early and they got locked down.
But they adjusted.
Yeah, and they came and they made this adjustment after really getting their butt kicked against the Raiders.
Vegas. I agree.
Right? And so now they come along.
Just like we said they would.
Right. And so just like we said they would. And so what we have here is grandmama's gumbo soup.
Okay. Bringing it to a close. Let's go. What's in this soup?
It's thick. It's full of everything you need. It ain't good for you, but it's good to you. We got the poison, and we are executing the way we haven't seen this kind of execution in Kyle Shanahan's era, period. We haven't seen it. Both sides of the ball.
Not here.
Not here.
But I did see it in
right
Atlanta.
now, right now is the best time for us. Look at what we look like. Who else looks like us?
We're going to shoot to that right here. I got to get everybody else on here, and there's a bunch of other shows we got to hop on, but I appreciate you. Look, I need to just start buying some nips. They're a lot easier. All right, I'm taking a sip because we're going to be here for a minute. Cheers to the Niners, baby.
Cheers. Take them over.
Appreciate you, brother.
Fam, everybody on the board, love y'all.
Love
Let's
you
go
too.
out here. Let's keep pumping our team up. And all prayers out to number 3. All prayers out to number 3, man.
Yeah, man.
That he is a living testimony. I can't wait to hear the rest of his story, man.
Living testimony.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Keep y'all heads up.
Yes, sir.
2023.
Yes, sir.
What is a multiple of 3? Just tell me.
Multiple of 3. I don't
6.
6.
There you go, baby.
Oh,
6. Yeah, caught it.
I like
Let's
it.
go.
I like it. Very well said. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
Love
Be
you.
up. Be safe.
Yes, sir. Peace. Let's
Real
get
quick on that, he said, prayers to DeMar Hamlin, absolutely. Also, too, more closely to home, just want to make sure we send our love and a shout out as well. Shout out to our brother Silverado Kev.
Yeah.
okay.
He put a post up on Facebook a couple nights ago. His son was in a really, really bad car accident.
Okay.
If you saw pictures of the car, like he said, if you see pictures of the car, a lot of times people don't walk away from that incident, but his son was able to walk away from that car accident without an injury, without a scratch. So prayers to Silverado Kev and his family, his son.
Yes.
We are thanking and praising God for his grace and his mercy, and that his son is still with us today. So shout out to Kev, man. We love you, bro.
We love you, Kev.
Yes, sir.
We definitely keep you and your son in our prayers and your family. All right, my brother. Let's bring in Miss Klinger. Celebrating. That hat is
wearing my old hat. See this old hat? I have been around for a long time.
Western Division.
It literally says Western Division champions.
Western Division champs.
Not NFC West, Western. I love it.
It's been hanging on my wall in my 49er room.
Yes. Yes. Miss Leslie, you are here. And I know you're here to celebrate because there's so many things to go off of. But let me get your quick overreaction to tonight, man. What is your quick overreaction? What's your good and what's something that you didn't like?
Well, first I got to tell you that. Okay, first of all, you know this, Wayne. The rest of you know this. I am a nice little church lady here in Modesto. I go to mass every Sunday. I say a rosary every night. I do my prayers every morning. But I'm going to tell you that goddamn trick play that they pulled, that first thing, I knew right then they were going down. And I'll tell you why. It flashed back to our Super Bowl game against the Denver Broncos. And the first damn play of the game, they pulled that stupid trick play crap. And all that does is piss off the defense. And the minute you do that, boom, you're dead. You are dead in the water. So I was like, bring it. And we let JJ watch a couple of his little sacks. That's fine. That was just for him. Here you go, JJ. Don't hurt him. You got your sacks. Now go home. Okay. We loved you. That's great. You played with the kids. Great. Time for you to go. So that was that first thing. Now, the other thing, I am so darn proud of this team. I just am so proud of this team. The stuff we have had to deal with from day one. And to see how they ended this season, oh my goodness, my heart is full. My heart is just full. I'm so proud of them. And Gibson, oh my God, what a player today. And I do think that they got things adjusted. I do think they did, but I'm going to tell you, I spent the whole time just doing the little Wednesday dance all day. I zoomed in a couple of friends from out of state because, I couldn't go to the game today, so I had to watch it in my living room. I live by myself with my Scottish Terrier, so I zoomed in a whole bunch of friends.
Nice.
Just doing the Wednesday dance.
Yeah, that's all right.
So
that's how you do it.
Yeah, that's right. So I just want to say how I don't think I have been. First of all, I've said it before. I haven't been this comfortable with a quarterback in a long time.
Right.
Yep.
And I have not felt this comfortable about a 49er team in the offseason, to go on in the playoffs in a long time. It's time. It's time. I can smell it. So as you also know, I am 30 plus years sober. So here's my victory shot. It's full of ice water.
There you go.
I'm in.
I got
Right.
something. Where's my water?
Seriously, though, I would like to see our secondary tightened up a little bit. I don't like it that they can beat us on the long ball. I don't like that. But that's all right. That's okay. They do it. They make their adjustment. They're going to be fine. They're going to be just fine. So anybody wants to play us, bring it.
That's what I'm talking about. Did you hear what she said? Whoever wants to play us, got to bring it. Bring it on. Bring it on.
That's
all right. Very well said. We know we love you, Leslie. Thank you so much for joining us.
Happy birthday, Wayne. Capricorns rock.
You know it. You know it. Y'all know it too. Y'all just don't want to say it, but y'all
know. No. We're not gonna do that. I'm a Taurus. Taurus is rock.
If you ever get in the jam with your finances, who you gonna hit?
You're gonna call. It's us.
You gonna call a Capricorn because we about that money. No, I see you.
Look, Mo said I'm gonna reference Sagittarius. I see you, Mo. I see you. I got the bulls right here, baby.
Leslie, you gonna have a side conversation. I'm gonna hit you up because why we got the ugliest damn animal representing? Why we got the goat? Like, but we the goat.
I will tell you though, it's because we are the greatest of all time.
You better say that. That's what I'm talking about. Crazy all time. Crazy all time. Love you, Leslie. Love you, babe. Thank you.
Love you guys.
Crazy, you set her up for that. You set her up and she slammed up that joint.
Hey, listen.
She did. It was the cold out of you. She windmilled that joint.
Did she slam that joint?
Hey, yo, he was Marcus Smart and she was Jason Tatum. She was
man.
I love this show. Oh my gosh, the Niners are so amazing. When we're winning, it's crazy. When we're losing, it's crazy. That's why this is the greatest damn fan base in the earth, on the earth, in the world, in the universe. I'm telling you, Craig. I'm going to bring Craig in right now as we speak.
Here it is.
Amen.
Now, Bishop, let me ask you a question.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Let me ask you a question. Have you used the Brock Purdy and the Mr. Irrelevant story in a sermon yet?
Bruh. Psalms 118.
Hallelujah.
Says there was a stone that the builder refused. And that stone has become the cornerstone.
Hey.
I used to watch a show called The Boondocks.
Hey,
and it used to open up. I am the stone that the builder refused. The visual, the inspiration.
That made ladies sing the blues. I am the spark that makes the idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark, so that you can know your left from your right. I am the battle in the box, the bullet in the gun, the inner glow to let you know to call you brother son.
Come on, somebody, y'all preach to me tonight with the San Francisco 49ers. We done. Where my broom at? We
Breezy, turn that up, Breezy.
We done swept them. We done swept them.
He done put the music on?
We done swept them. Don't make me get up, Breezy.
Hey, come on now.
Don't make me do it. There you go. Let the Holy Spirit go. Let it run. Let it run. I don't slow up Holy Spirit.
Them, bro. I forgot about the sweep.
Come on. What my
the whole division, they gone. Goodbye.
I brought my there you go. There you go. Hey, all you LA fans, all you Cardinals fans, all you Seattle Sea Chickens. Hey. I need a prop. Swept you on up.
Oh, he got the push.
Just get him on.
Go ahead, hit him with the sand, man.
Get him on out of here. Get him on out of here.
Hold on.
The jet is fueled, the truck is loaded, and the train is on the track.
Hey, see,
y'all better look out for them brothers wearing all that white, that red, that gold, and that black. We coming for you, and it don't matter what city that you come from. It don't matter what city I gotta go to. I tell you, like Ric Flair used to tell her, we can do it in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We can do it in San Francisco, California. We can do it in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Wherever it is, you gotta walk that out. And to beat a man, you gotta beat the man.
Beat the man.
I'm coming with it. I'm coming with it.
Praise him! Woo! I ain't getting up out my seat.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, y'all. Woo! Glory! The team.
Hey, Miss, you threw Miss Leslie the alley-oop, and Miss Leslie was inadvertently, but spiritually throwing it to me too. She's been watching a long time. I've been watching a long time, Breezy. I first played football in 1978 as a little leaguer for the Bethlehem Steelers. I watched this team. I take notes on this team. I watch the people who watch this team and take notes on this team. And I'm telling you, that little number 13 doing a little something different. I ain't seen it like that for a minute. I ain't seen it like this for a minute.
Somebody sent me, I gotta find it. It was about the number 13. How a lot of people misinterpreted and said it was a bad number and this, and they broke it down spiritually how it's a great number. And they broke it down why. I'll find it, I'll send it to you. You go ahead and you need to make that into something. I'm telling you.
I'm already there. The 13th apostle was Apostle Paul.
Ooh. Oh, and you know what's even better about the 13th? That's the day I was born. May 13th, Taurus season. Had to drop that in there on you.
Don't you come back with that, because I will Capricorn that ass. I'll tell you.
Hold on, wait a minute.
It's a Capricorn.
Stevie Wonder was born on that day too.
Go ahead.
Dennis Rodman was born on that day too. I'm just throwing it out there.
Hey, listen. I was born on the 15th, but there were two quarterbacks ahead of Brock Purdy that both got injured. So if you take 15 and
minus
you subtract the two
quarterbacks, we preaching today. We put him in the spirit mode.
I love it.
And speaking of birthdays, let me shout out my youngest son turned 23 today. My youngest son, man, he's my man. Isaiah,
look
23.
Look at how the numbers add up. Your youngest son turned 23.
Come on.
And we on a 10-game winning
streak. Come on.
If you take 10 from 23, what do you have?
13.
Oh! You can't stop me with the math.
The Hebrews call it gematria. Sometimes the numbers is coming at you. Sometimes the numbers are just lining up. Sometimes the numbers are just there. God writes some things, and it's up to us to just read it. You can try to run away all you want to, but boy, a lot is falling in common. It is.
Oh! You see that? You see that? Listen, there's a lot. There's a lot to talk about. Terra Dome. You know what? Let me see if I can bring on some other people. I'm gonna get you to stay in here because I need you to close out this show. That like you know what I'm saying?
Real quick before we get into the festivities, let me give praise report for Mr. Damar Hamlin.
Yes.
The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. And the energy that was given, my God, who sits high and looks low, heard all of that energy. He heard your prayers. He heard everything saying from the time he went down on that field. Bless everything around him, every professional, everybody that toucheth him, everybody that's come into contact with him, and God is showing you who he really is. So I just want to give praise on that. It's all yours, bro.
You want to know what song took over the church today?
Go ahead.
My God is awesome. He can move mountains. Keep me in the valley.
Sing it, Breezy.
Hide me from the rain. I'm telling you, that's how awesome he is.
He's awesome.
That young man.
Awesome. Just come to him. Just come. All he asks is that you come to him. And the New Testament says he's contractually obligated to do what you want him to do. Ask for it in my son's name. I just can't be more overwhelmed. Just come to. He makes it easy.
Let's keep this going. Boats, I hope your mic is working, brother. Let's see how you sound, Boats. You're on the air.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
You sound amazing.
Great. There you go. Your mic is great.
Hey, Terradome, I just want to say this season has been about one word: faith.
Hey,
the word faith.
I'm about to cry.
I mean, we're sitting here, week 7. We had 3 and 4. We took losses to Denver, right?
Mm-hmm.
We took sorry losses, Chicago, out of the gate, right? And where were we sitting now, week 7, 3 and 4? What was the whole conversation? We was talking wild stuff. Let's get rid of Kyle.
Yes,
Maybe Lynch ain't the guy. Maybe this team just ain't what it is. And here we are, 13 and 4. Wow. With a third string quarterback.
Come on.
As you know, faith, if you have it in a mustard seed, you can move a mountain. Yes, sir. And what has this Niner Nation, what has this Niner family done this season but have faith? And we have now taken a mustard seed of faith and moved a mountain all the way to the second seed of the NFC with a third string quarterback.
Come on.
With injuries out the gate.
We lost.
You name it. We've been there with injuries. Quarterback, running back, wide receivers, defensive line, linebacker, defensive back, safety. Hell, I'm surprised the coaches ain't been injured.
I think D'Amico was injured last week because the
right.
I mean, with the way it is gone, and where we standing at now, faith, the faith of the fans that push this rock past that finish line. I mean, you talk about a word. That's it. This whole season, faith.
And we are the faithful. That is exactly what we are called. Like this, I'm telling you right now, man. This is one of the greatest sermons that I've actually ever sat through in a while, man. You got Terradome come in, and then both come in and hit it with the faith. Like this just tells you there is an anointing upon our team. There are players in that building that know exactly what is going on. They understand the power and the will of the Lord. And when you understand and know that, nothing but blessings come in beautiful abundance.
Amen.
And for what we can say about our faith as fans, the real props go to the faith of this team, those players, those 53 men, the coaching staff, the front office.
Amen.
Joan and payroll with her whole accounting staff.
Yeah.
The faith of the organization through all the ups and the downs to see it through, to make those plans, to say, hey, we're going to start this guy. We're going to sit this guy in IR. The faith of the whole team.
Preach it, Boats.
To when we were at week 7 and Fred came out and said, nah, we're going to go undefeated this second half. Okay, we talked about this. We planned it. This is our future. And we're going to make our future happen because our future is in our control. It ain't nobody else's control but ours. I mean, the faith of this team, that's a deadly thing in the playoffs. You can't quantify that. You can't put that up on no stat sheet. You can do whatever Monday morning analysis you want, but you can't quantify the faith in each other to keep going, to keep winning.
Amen.
Boats. That's amazing, brother. And before you get off, I just want to read this by Big Daddy Niners because you're watching. He says, faith, F equals forever. A equals adjusting. I and 2. T tremendous. H harvest. Faith. Faith.
Faith. And that's what we're going to keep going through the playoff. We're going to keep the faith, and we're going to be the faithful.
Very well.
I love y'all, and I'm out.
Love you too.
Appreciate you, Bo.
My man.
He talked about faith. One of the main reasons why I like to do this platform is because I try my hardest, even when I'm in my feelings, to remain faithful, to keep you guys faithful. I try to find that one silver lining, that mustard seed silver lining of faith so that you guys can stay faithful. That's the one thing that we try to do here over at Nitty Gritty. Like we try to, we keep it a buck, but when we go back, when we reflect, when we see that, oh, we just made this mistake. All right, cool. We just got to stay faithful. That's our name. That's our name. That's who we are. It's time to start living up to the true meaning of the name. And yeah, we're going to come into some more seasons where there's going to be adversity. You know what I'm starting to do? Just accept that the 49ers are adversity. And whatever type of adversity they face, we should now be confident enough to know they can find a way to overcome it because
100.
they are anointed.
100.
That's why they're winning.
100. And you said it. You said that's our name. He says it in the word. If my people, who are called by my name,
they'll humble themselves.
Will humble themselves
and pray.
Seek my face.
Turn.
I'll heal their land.
You forgot. Turn from their wicked ways.
Turn from your wicked ways. I'll heal your land. I'll be there for you. I'm going to give you what you need. I'm going to be there throughout. It's going to be rough. It's going to be tough. And it's supposed to be sometimes. So you will turn around and look up and know I'm the one who's doing this.
The beauty of what he just said right now is literally a line of our season. And the reason being is our faith was tested early this season. Why? Look at the losses. Look at the numbers. Look at everything that was going on. So our faith was tested. Injuries, they don't care what you say. And what happened? The good Lord came through. He said, that's okay. Look, I understand we want to trade Lance here. We got to use this guy named Jimmy Garoppolo. You know what? I'm so sorry that Jimmy got hurt, but the devil will not prevail. I bring you young Brock Purdy. And none of us knew what he would be. But that right there is our little glimmer of hope. Glock Purdy is our mustard seed. We had faith in him. And look how beautifully he has blossomed throughout these past few games, taking us into the playoffs.
Very well said. Eddie G, what's going on, my brother?
What's up, gentlemen? How you doing?
We doing good.
Yo. We doing great, baby.
Man, I'm church going on in here.
Right?
You better believe it.
I tried to just have a nice time, but it's on me.
No, you good, Bishop.
It's what it needed to be. It's the atmosphere. It needed to be set. And that's the one thing I love about our show. Like we run it. Ain't nobody telling us what to do. So if we need to pray, we pray. If we need to shout, we shout. If we need to get some stuff out, we get it out. That's what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? This is about healing. It's about being therapeutic, and it's about making sure that our souls are good. All right. You know what I'm saying? So Eddie, you got the floor, bro. Take the time. Everybody can have their time. This is what this is all about, man. This ain't about me. It's about you. Go ahead and do your thing, baby.
Well, first off, man, what a season. This has been amazing. Like Dion just shared. Think of the ups and downs, and not even in the season. Let's go back to, before the season started, the ups and downs, the emotions. Oh man, what's going on with Jimmy? They better start trade, blah, blah. We went through emotions like this, and yeah, it just kept stacking on. And for this team to come out like this, and yes, Breezy, I will be your witness. You called it 13-4. You did say that. I'm a witness to that. I'm sure everybody else who watches it. I said 11. I'm not going to be shy. I didn't think we were going to get 13, but we got 13. That's amazing. And this kid,
13.
This Purdy kid.
We back to the number 13. Wait a minute.
Did you catch it? Did you see it, Breezy?
48 minutes.
Amen.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. It's been amazing to watch. But I'm excited for these playoffs, brother. This is gonna be a lot of fun. And one thing I do want to say. Here, hang on. Let me bring this out. Shady McCoy, you see this right here?
Hey!
You better put some respect on that right there, Shady McCoy. Don't disrespect my team. Exactly, Mo. Don't disrespect my team. Don't ever do that. He said, I know you were sick, Breezy, and I'm sorry you couldn't have a show. I'm glad you're feeling better, but. Oh man, that guy had me going. Me and my son were watching it. Me and my son he's like, what is he talking about? I said, pull up the Eagles schedule right now. Tell me who they've beaten. And his rant, whatever. Put some respect on that right there. Right there. That's what it's about.
Yes, sir.
And while I got this on my hand, Mose, you did the pose. I got to give a shout out to my man, number 52, Mr. Patrick Willis. That's his signature right there. Finalist for the Hall of Fame. He better get in. That's all I got to say about that.
He's getting in. He's getting in. Yeah, he's definitely getting in this year.
But Yeah, this young man Brock, he has shown he can play. I was kind of wondering what was going on in that start of that game. And it got to a point where I was like, all right, Kyle, when he had that design run for Brock, I was like, okay, let's not do this. Let's not do this now.
Yeah.
Please, let's not do this now.
Yeah.
You tried it. I get it. Experiment, whatever he wanted to do. And it was like, okay, enough is enough. Run the ball down their throats. Let him play the game he's been playing for the past several weeks. That we don't need him to do any more than that. And man, you just saw that switch just flip. And it was right back to where he was, and just killing this team. And you know what? Shout out to Jordan Willis. That man, I love that man. He's great depth. We're gonna get Kettle Givens back. Yeah, Willis has been balling. He's been balling.
Yeah.
And
T.Y. McGill.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, the depth on this defensive line is insane. It's insane. And even that young man, I don't want to butcher his name. Who recovered from was
Dumfor?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
No, 50. Yeah, that boy.
Yeah.
He's trying to make a name for himself too. And we got him off somebody's practice squad, didn't we? I mean, put some respect on Chris Koseric's name. How about that?
The Texans. He's another Texan.
There you go.
Charles Omenihu and Dumfor, I believe.
There you go. Yeah, put some respect on Chris Koseric's name. That man, he brings these guys in and he's got them clicking all together. It's amazing to watch.
It's crazy what he can do with a defensive lineman.
Oh man, dude, as soon as Willis was getting that fumble, that strip fumble or strip sack, I saw him go past him, and then he came back around, and all I kept saying was Willis, and he got him. And I was like, okay, he's good, man. We're looking good, and I think I'm a true believer. We're the team to fear in these playoffs. You better be afraid of us. You come in there thinking you're going to run the ball on us, ain't going to happen.
My gosh! Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to check that. I know we don't really do stats on this show, but
look at that.
Do you have the rushing yards? I could get it if you don't have it.
I got it right here.
Go ahead, Ralph.
I got
20 carries, 61 yards.
Get out of here.
Average, and the longest run wasn't even by a running back. It was tied by a wide receiver and a quarterback. Longest
9 yards
of the day is 9 yards.
I'm just
methodical.
And I don't even care that it wasn't Connor. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You may get a mistake here or there, but
he could have been there. It wouldn't have changed nothing.
Really quickly, just so y'all know, that's a total of 6 people. That's 61 yards from 6 different people.
Yeah.
That tells you this defense does not care about what you're trying to do in the run game. You're going to have to try to throw the ball on it. And then we have to go ahead and go a different route. But that's insanity. 61 yards from 6 different people. That's just pathetic output by the Cardinals. I'm sorry. And even a more beautiful thing from our defense.
My only small concern, and it's a small one, is Demo. Demo,
yeah,
he didn't play bad, but they're picking on him now. And they're picking on him. They're not. I mean, they ain't picking on Ward. They're not touching Ward. Ward is balling. You might get 1 or 2 catches on him, if that, but he's playing very, very well. Demo's not playing awful. We're in the playoffs now. It's about to go down to some of these receivers. You got to be ready. And I mean, even one of those catches, he was there. That catch AJ Green had. AJ Green just jumped over him.
I found him. He's in position, but at the point of the play, he might get mossed, or he might jump off the wrong foot, or
it's like his jump
apex.
is always mistimed. He don't time his jump right, and then sometimes he get off balance and he either mistimes his jump or he's somewhere on the ground when the receiver's catching the ball. So for me,
that's what I saw too.
For me, right now it's not about coaching points, because he's played well throughout this season. I know he's one of our best tackling corners, but when it comes to the ball in the air, I go back to something in the beginning of the season. I go back to something that we heard from a rookie on this team. And at this point, we're going into the tournament. It's win or go home. And for Diamador Lenore, you either going to barbecue or mildew, bro. It's one or the other. And you Spencer Burber, either barbecue or mildew. And if you know teams are picking on you, and I'm sure our position coaches, D'Amico Ryans, I'm sure they're putting on the film and they're telling him teams are picking on you, and this is why. At this point, Demo, it's barbecue or mildew, bro. We'll work on technique. We'll work on adding different tools to your tool belt during the offseason. Right now, it's barbecue or mildew, bro. What are you gonna do when the game is on the line? What are you gonna do if we gotta face the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers is throwing deep to Christian Watson, or the Minnesota Vikings and Kirk Cousins is looking for Justin Jefferson, which you know he will be, or the Eagles who got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, or the Cowboys who we know they're gonna be looking for CD. Like, what are you gonna do when you got these matchups, bro? And at the end of the day, you gotta make a play.
Gotta make a play. Gotta break it up. I don't know if I don't know if he physically can, and so like that's my only concern, because I'm like, dang, yo, if he could just get the arm up at the right time, or just I don't know if he physically has the traits to be able to do that. And that's he didn't do it last week, even though he was there on Adams. He was there. Just hand was arm stretch was 1 inch shorter.
He's in position.
He was there.
It's just,
but those can cost you the big game. So that's why Moses saying is barbecue and mildew. West Coast Kings, real quick before I bring on Trucker Dre. He says, so we allow at least amount of points in this season, right? Yeah, 49ers, they did it. They held them to under 30 points, which kept that season total down. The 49ers are number 1 in points per game allowed from a defensive perspective, yo. That's crazy.
Love it.
With the extra week.
Extra week. True that.
Because people be like, oh, yo, he don't get the season sack record because he didn't do it in 16 games. And the 49ers got a whole extra game where they got to keep teams under that average. That's tough.
So we are one of 2 teams that did not allow 300 points.
Jeez, who's the second team?
And
just curious.
The Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo.
And we are the only team that did not allow 275 points. We gave up the least amount of points at 264. And we have the best points per game average at 16.5 as a defense.
16.5 points per game for the 49ers.
This defense is real. It's real. If anybody doesn't understand that small sentence, this defense is real.
Yeah.
I study him. I've been studying for a while, man. And I was looking at this defense early on when we had we had Emo, man. I started just going back and looking at the history. The greatest of all time, the Ravens was 10.3 a season, 85 Bears at 12.4, 08 Steelers at 13.9, the Packers at 13.1, the Cowboys way back in the day, 78, they averaged 13 a game. Hey, man, it's hard keeping people in a pass-happy league.
It's a different league now.
Games, defenseless receiver, keeping them under
different
17
game.
Points. You've done something.
Different game. If you put it in perspective, it probably equals out to what they were doing back in the day, for sure. Listen, I got to get the other people on. But go ahead and finish up, Eddie.
Last thing I'll say, that stat, I love that stat after the Raiders lost yesterday, was that teams were 0-15 after they played us.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing else to say. This defense is real.
Hangover.
That's the made the city. We just destroy it after you.
And I gotta get one in, just one. Watching that young Brock Purdy move. Hey, Mose, Jimmy can't do that.
I was waiting for it, Eddie. I was waiting for it. Jimmy can't do that.
Let's go.
Eddie, man, we love you, bro.
I love y'all. Hey, it's playoff time, baby. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, fam. Oh man, Mose, Jimmy can't do that.
I love that, Mose. You need to put that on a t-shirt.
I've been trying to tell Breezy, look,
Jimmy
That's
can't do that.
that's
All right,
merch for
it's getting made up.
Jimmy
It's
can't do
getting
that.
made up. I don't. Yeah, it's getting made up. It's getting made up. Let's bring on
We
Dre.
find a design and put it out, bro.
Dre, we know you out here working hard, fam. Appreciate you for hanging in there, bro.
Oh, yo, what's going on, my guy? How y'all doing tonight, man?
Oh man, we blessed and
Chilling, bro.
highly
How you?
favored, my brother.
Man.
Hey, so I got to fact check the points per game. It's not 16, bro. It's 14.6. We would have had to allow 28 points today for it to go above 15 points a game. Our defense allowed 14.6 again, 14.6 games, and there's an extra game added on.
Yes. In a pass
hey, those other guys only had to play 16. We had to go 18 weeks. This is historical. Hey,
yes.
Teams are throwing 50 times a game, 41 times a game, 38 times a game.
Yes.
It's amazing to see that. Shout out to Jordan Willis. This is a 6th-round guy. We got this guy on a trade from the Denver Broncos, and he was on their practice squad. I've been watching film for the last 3 games. This dude consistently stays in the backfield in the quarterback's face.
He does.
If you talk about somebody who you thought that would be at home, but who had a good second part of his career, man, I really do see Jordan Willis as a really good rotational guy for like the next 3 or 4 years, bro. He can make some good money for himself. Shout out to Jordan Willis. Also, I feel that, man, what's I can't even believe I can't remember his name right now, and this is a shame though. He's our safety, but he's playing slot right now. He's playing
Jimmy Ward.
Jimmy Ward. He should be a Pro Bowl. Do you guys realize that Minkah Fitzpatrick got traded because he didn't want to play slot? Is what the team needed him to do.
Yeah.
This is like the 4th time in Jimmy. This goes back to Trent Baalke. This is the 4th time in Jimmy in his career that he's been asked to play slot, and he don't do nothing but just line up and go play. There's no safety. I don't think there's no more versatile safety in the league besides for Derwin James, and his ass can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
There's no safety in the league that's, to me, versatility wise, Jimmy Ward is the best fucking safety in the league.
I have to say
Period. He can play strong safety. He can play free safety. He can play. I even think he can play linebacker. Put him at outside linebacker and see what Jimmy do. He is the most for-sure tackler at safety in the league right now, bro. Hands down. Chris Kasarik, he's like the guy who don't get the credit that he deserves. He takes guys who are undrafted and he turns them into dudes who can go and start for other teams. I believe Kevin Givens can start for other team. I believe Jordan Willis can start for other team. It's Samson Ebukam, Omenihu, all these guys are starters, bro. Like, what is it that Chris Kasarik does? Like, I just want to sit down and have a conversation with Chris Kasarik. It's like, what are your motivation factors? Like, what is your strategy? Like, how do you teach the wide nine? Like, how do you turn these guys who are obviously not good pros with other squads, but they come to us and then they go and get $15, $20 million contracts somewhere else? Look at DJ Jones.
Yeah,
he got Kerry Hyder the bag in Seattle. He got DJ Jones bag in Denver.
Arden Key got money.
And Arden Key got his team into the playoffs.
It's been a roller coaster of a season. I honestly had us going having 11 wins. I had us going 11-6. And then I dropped it to us being a wild card team when Trey Lance got injured. But it's just still we persevere. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like we continue to show up even when everybody looking at us. This is going back to the Bible. Even when everybody looking at you crazy, like, you know, this dude is building this ship that's taking him 100 years to build, and everybody looking at him crazy. But nah, he just kept on showing up, suiting up, and look what happened.
Amen.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do. Hey, and it's another thing. I just moved to Scottsdale, Arizona 4 months ago. I just realized 3 weeks ago that the Super Bowl's in Arizona. This would be, hey, bro. Hey,
so
this would be crazy. This would be crazy. Like the year I moved to Arizona, we win the Super Bowl and we go 14 straight wins to be the only other team besides for the 03 Patriots to win the Super Bowl. Bro, hey, bro, I'm sparked right now. I'm about to run like another 1,000 miles, bro. You know what I mean? So,
hey, let me throw this at you. Let me throw this at you. Last few times, it's always been a home game for the Super Bowl champ.
Right.
Guess who's from Arizona?
Guess who's from Arizona? Talk about
Purdy. Hey, so look, this is my prediction. Hey, this is my fucking prediction right now. A rematch of the 80. What was it? What the rematch of the 89 Super Bowl? No, 85 Super Bowl.
Okay.
Niners, Bengals, the first pick versus the last pick. Mr. Irrelevant to Mr. Irrelevant versus the first pick. Hey, Burrow versus Brock, Purdy, Clock 30, catch your bodies, mask on, mask off. We in there, we out. Super Bowl number 6. You know what I mean? That's what we doing. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Hey, bro, I love y'all, bro. Shout out, hey, Dion, bro. I don't got no Twitter no more, bro. I really been focused on my freight brokerage and build my company. But bro, I'm a create a Twitter, bro, just so I can inbox you, bro. We gotta get together, going, because I'm in Scottsdale now. I know you in AZ, right?
Oh yeah, I'm in Phoenix. Yeah, holla at me.
Oh, we gotta link up, bro.
On camera, we'll figure it out, baby. I got you.
All right, bro. Hey, much love, respect to y'all, bro. I love all y'all brothers from the bottom of my heart, man. Peace and blessings. Shout out to Silverado Kev, bro. If you watching, bro, much love and respect, bro. Most definitely. All right, bro. I'm gonna get back on this road and tune into the show. Hit them likes, thumbs up. Number 6.
Let's go. Hey, be safe on that road, bro.
Be safe out there, yes, sir.
Blessings to you on the road, man.
Yeah, that was dope, yo. That was dope.
Hey, I gotta. Unfortunately, he was incorrect. 16.2 points a game.
I got 16.5. ESPN.
You know what? It's 16.5 right now on ESPN. But if you look, games played, it's only 16. So they didn't update our numbers yet.
Okay.
Right.
So maybe it is going to be lower.
Yeah.
I think it will be lower. Yeah.
It'll wind up at 16.2 because what I did was I literally just added the 13 points. I just added all of the points from what we gave up to 7 divided by 17. And I came up with 16.29, and it's about 16.4.
We gave up 13 today, 264.
277 in total.
That's 277 divided by 17.
I know. I was looking at it I wanted us to get those last 2 shutouts. We would have been right in 13 range.
Yeah.
I really wanted that, but it's 16 in the pass happy league era is nothing to sneeze at. That's
not at all.
Not from the telling of today's football. Like, right? That's what you're saying. Like, yeah. Like from the way today's football is. CJ Gray, what's going, baby? Bro, we killing the game right now. There it is. Where's my damn shirt? I got a shirt. Today was rough, man. Yo, I slept all day. I went to church. I sung that song for an hour. I came home, went to sleep. Like I missed all the football until it was 4:11.
What's going on in Connecticut, man? Both of y'all was up there. Dog.
I just wasn't feeling good. I was just trying to get as much rest as I can for tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I just was out of it, yo. So I don't know. But CJ, you here, bro? We here. Let's talk, man. You got the floor, baby.
Yeah, my man, the truck driver, man, he was hyped. His facts was a little off, but his energy was awesome. Points per game, and then of course when we played the Bengals, I know that because that was the year I became a fan, because that was Super Bowl 23, and that was Joe Montana's legendary comeback, and that's when I hopped on the hype train right away.
When he saw John Candy,
and so he burned Joe Montana to Jerry Rice all down the field, and it finished it off
down
with
the
Joe
field.
Montana to John Taylor to John Taylor to win the game. So, That
you just said Terry Dome. That was the time when Joe was in the huddle.
Joe came out to the huddle and told Harris Barton. He said, "Hey, look over there, man. That's John Candy.
That's John Candy."
He's like, bro, we playing the Super Bowl. What are you doing?
We got to get the game together. He said,
"R.I.P. to John Candy."
All right, huddle up. Let's go.
Who was it? John. Well, John Kent. We had so many stars that loved this team. Huey Newton and the News. If I'm not mistaken, that group literally had a song strictly for us. So before E40 did it, they literally put some of our guys on the song. They were literally on the sidelines throughout, I think, the late 80s and early 90s. So, like, people love this squad.
Magic Johnson used to be on that sideline because him and Ronnie Lott were big friends, and they were both coming of age right around the same. That's why I'm a Laker and a 49er. They just matched, and they hung with each other, man.
Thank you for the correction, Callie. Yeah, Huey Lewis. Yeah, thank you for the correction, Callie. Appreciate
Huey Lewis in the News.
Wow.
Hip the B square.
It is.
So we'll give us something from this game that really stood out to you, CJ. Something positive, and then give us something that the 49ers still need to work on,
Well, I like how we was able to run the ball with CMC and the screen game with CMC, the screen game with Mitchell. Mitchell looks real fast. He looks electric out there. That's good. He can be our Mostert going into the playoffs because he really, when you get him on the edge in space, he really turns on the jets. And coming off injury and him looking that way, that is encouraging. So I really like CMC and like Mitchell, and I think that's going to be how we're going to terrorize teams in the playoffs.
That's a great combination. Just between the two of them, they had 100 yards, right? So between the two of them, they have 15 carries, 100 yards. Mitchell got the 2 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey had the passing touchdown. The
touchdown. It was a pass. Yeah, it was a screen pass.
Yeah, it was a receiving
I'm just saying, just between the two, I mean, total, the 49ers rushed for over 100 yards easily, right? But they used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players because they took some players out. McCaffrey had 10 touches for 45 yards, averaging 4.5 yards a carry. But whenever Mitchell gets in the game, guys, this is why he is so needed. We got to keep them knees healthy. Yo, he averaged 11 yards per carry. He might be the healthiest running back we have going into the playoffs.
That's scary. I love it. I seen TDP, man. TDP was hitting the hole a little bit today. A lot better than he had been. TDP,
the only person 3.4 yards per carry was the lowest by actual running backs, and that was TDP. Jordan Mason had 3.5. CMC had 4.5, and as you just stated so eloquently, Mr. Mitchell had 11 yards per carry and a long run of 37 yards.
With the second string O line though.
Right?
Yeah.
Like we doing things that other teams don't do, and I'm sorry, it's a beauty to watch, man. And I'm sorry for all those people that are out there on opposing teams looking and going, all right, man, we got this little young rook, it's gonna be an easy ride. Maybe you ain't been watching these last couple of games, bro, but this ain't about to be no walk in the park. Glock is coming strapped with 2 9, both clips fully loaded, and a couple of extra clips.
Dude, I bet it's almost an embarrassment of riches. When I'm talking, I'm friends with other people who like other teams and stuff, man. I'm like, yeah, y'all about a ball player away, y'all this or that. And then I talked to a Dolphins fan, Dr. Rolak, and I said, we just got to get a couple things straight. He said, are you kidding? Y'all got Debo on the bench. And you still putting up all them points, and you got Kittle, and you got this guy, and you got
three deep everywhere, man.
I said, yeah, it's pretty nice.
I bet anybody on this show $1. I bet everybody $1 that Kyle Shanahan just started a new trend.
What is that?
Finding a quarterback late in the draft. Cats ain't gonna be spending first round picks on these guys.
Nah,
you can
I think
you say now. All you want? Look at what these teams are doing. Who started that? Kyle Shanahan. Now these teams are trying to get Kyle Shanahan running backs. I guarantee you they're gonna start he's starting a new trend. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to work for anybody else.
Yeah. Right, because they don't have the staff
pieces.
They don't have an Adam Peters.
Right.
They don't have an Adam Peters who has made it. It's not even a trend for Adam Peters. Like, it's like he focuses on, I want 4th round and on. All the guys who know is going in the first 3 rounds, I don't even want to look at them. Mm-hmm. Give me these late round guys, and I guarantee you I'll find you gems. And every single year, he has found us a gem.
Yes.
And that's why
we're seriously considering, not with just this past 5 weeks, if Brock Purdy takes us deep into the playoffs, and even wins the Super Bowl, we're talking about starting a 7th round, 262nd pick over a 1st round, 3rd overall pick. Like,
I can tell you.
Like, we're literally going to be talking about that and discussing that the entire offseason. And there's going to be a huge contingent of the faithful that says, I don't care what we spent or where we drafted Trey Lance, you got to start this kid.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, facts. And the only reason I disagree,
Trey would tell, excuse me, Dion, Trey would tell you to a man, he was in contact with Kubiak and Greasy. He said they were the main 2 ones I was talking to, and I didn't know if I'd get drafted or not. They were the only ones coming to me saying, "Hey, you got this, you got that," and they really like it. Took 2 former quarterbacks to look at him and see something in him, versus people just listening for what college football might say and Mel Kiper in them. It took people who know intricately and intimately what we're looking for here, what the nimbleness of feet, the presence of mind, and all of the Parcells commandments, so to speak. He said Kubiak and Greasy, man. Kubiak and Greasy were the ones talking to him.
Yeah, and I wasn't disagreeing with your point to that extent, Breezy. Is the point you made right after that was why I said no. And it was what Mo said, it's the staff. Like, you could get a 7th round pick, but if the Patriots staff wasn't there, there would be no Tom Brady. And if our staff is here, there is no Brock Purdy. So they could try, because what do we see in the league mostly as far as the offense goes? Bunch of copycat systems of what Kyle Shanahan does.
But to my point, what did Kyle Shanahan do? Tell me what he did.
Yeah, he took that 7th round pick and made him look right.
I'll go back even further, and then CJ, you could close up with your point. I'll go back further. Kyle Shanahan came to this team. He gutted the shit out, right? That's what he did. Came to the team. He brought in some stuff that can get him some better picks in the draft, right? They took some big risks on some picks, and they missed. And then they started hitting on some of their late round picks. Kyle Shanahan built a dynasty. The only piece he was missing was a quarterback. So what he did was he went and traded for Jimmy Garoppolo so they could continue to just get over this little hump. They can continue to get those other players in sync. Jimmy got George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, all these other players together to play cohesive style of football. That's what Jimmy's great for. That's exactly what he did. That was Kyle Shanahan's brain. Kyle's like, oh, snap. This quarterback's kind of limited, and he kind of stays injured. I tell you what, we got some picks. I got a bunch of picks. I'm going to trade them, and I'm going to draft the future of this franchise while I'm still putting my team together, and they're still continuing to learn. I get Trey Lance. You spend the picks on Trey Lance because you don't need the picks. What do you need the picks for? You're going to go, you got a team. We got to pay all these players. You got a team. They do that. Trey Lance comes. We're like, oh, snap, this kid can be the future. He sure enough can. Kyle Shanahan doubles down the next year and says, you know what? Don't really like our backup quarterback situation. Let's see if we can find somebody. Hey, Adam, do you got anybody in the books that you think, Mike could come in here? I got the perfect guy that I think can run your system. Kylie, you said that we got lucky. Yeah, we're lucky because we didn't know. They knew. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you, Adam Peters, like Mo said, went and scouts the late round talents. He's been right on every late round pick. He's like 100 for 100. We cannot question what Adam Peters does. From 5th round down, Adam Peters has been money freaking ball. 5th round down, he's been money ball. George Kittle, Dre Greenlaw. Keep naming these players. DJ Jones. He's been a hit on a lot of these picks.
And you have to factor in also, Breezy, to add to your point, the fact that by them adding a rookie contract for a quarterback.
There you go.
That opens up the flexibility for us to pay the homegrown talent that we're developing. You get to pay Kittle. Now you get to pay Bosa. Now you get to pay Fred Warner. And we don't have to worry about being strapped as casualties because guess what? We got our quarterback on a rookie contract. It's all about that ultimately.
Cheap deals. We're going to get to the super chat contributions right after CJ makes his last point. Bro, take us out, man. What are you looking forward to the 49ers in these playoffs?
Well, I want to first touch on your point of other teams doing that stuff. Other teams can't really be in that position to take limited talent at quarterback because ultimately most teams that are looking for a quarterback are usually teams that are bottom end teams that don't really have a roster and really don't have things set up to win. So you have to take the high ceiling guy and have that high ceiling guy grow with your talent on your team. That's what the lower end teams do. And we're just in a unique position that we've created all this talent on this team, and we're
that's where I disagree, though, CJ.
A rookie and quarterback. So I don't know if teams will follow that blueprint or not.
But see, that's what I disagree on because the 49ers did exactly what you just said. They were a bottom end team. Okay, they went and drafted Solomon Thomas and Reuben Foster. Both of them picks are in the trash can, and when have they drafted? Then they drafted Mike McGlinchey. Do I need to keep going? Then they draft. Do you get where I'm going with this? They didn't care about the quarterback position. Whereas the other teams you're talking about, they do take that highest ceiling player. And look where they are 4 years from now, drafting another quarterback. I wonder if you just draft the other players and just find a quarterback to bridge to get you with. Watch the model be used. That's all I'm going to say. It might not be used next year, but give it some time. Watch Kyle he's going to be setting another trend. I could just feel it. I could feel it. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm all about being trendsetters.
Yeah, I mean, I can see your point of the long game. The long game of team building and just hopefully, but it's a unique situation overall because I don't know how many coaches get that kind of rope. How many good GMs there are out there to actually do it correctly. And have a coach that could actually cultivate it and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different unique things that the 49ers have going on to actually get to this point. I'm glad that it came together this way. And I'm just glad that that Lynch and Shanahan was put together and they had this vision and they was able to put together the staff and able to put together this plan and have it come to fruition. And having Brock Purdy come in, making only $900,000 and playing the way that he's playing is outstanding. It's just outstanding. So, but transitioning into the playoffs, I just see us doing a whole lot of running. Brock Purdy's probably gonna throw the ball about 25 times, and if he can just complete the formula that I set when he took in, is just complete 65% of your passes. Turn it over one or less times, and we're good to go.
That's it.
We throwing the ball 25 times a game. We winning a lot of games, if you ask me.
Facts.
Yeah, and we probably can run it 20. We probably can throw it 25 times because we got Mitchell and CMC, and they're both highly effective. And
the thing is after that, we still got Jordan Mason. So we live like in a healthy
Debo.
The embarrassment doesn't stop.
Wow.
And then when you focus on CMC, now all of a sudden it's Kittle and it's IU, and right in the middle of the field, right in that void where people are putting their eyes in the backfield all on CMC, and it happens time after time after time. You got BA and Kittle coming right behind these people, focusing on the line of scrimmage. That void in the middle of the field, and they're eating all game long.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
That's it. That's the worst way to die. Worst way. Listen, CJ, thanks marching on, brother. Listen, thanks for being on here, man. I'm gotta get to these super chats. We're gonna get up out of here, but I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, CJ.
All right, man.
Thanks, CJ, my man.
All right, let's get to these super chats. I think there's enough for everybody to take one. All right. Shout out to Dion, man. 90 Game Podcast in the building. My man Taradome is in here. Appreciate you guys. Let's go with I think this might just be a statement. Ashley Brown, super chat contribution says 13-4. We are the team to beat, not the Seagulls. Sleagles. The
No, you got it
Eagles.
right.
I like that. We're the team to beat, not the Seagulls. You guys agree with this? Who wants to take this one?
Yeah, I mean, just looking at, the trajectory of both teams, they finally got on the board today. But ultimately, it wasn't an easy win for them. They were moving away from the Giants, and Giants had all their second strings and third strings in and made them fight a little bit at the end. So, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Go ahead.
As a sour 49er fan, man, it sucks that the Giants didn't try to compete, yo.
I want to say
for them to only
that's who I want.
lose
Just
that
for
game
that
by
reason.
6 points. Like, yo, y'all could at least started your starters for the first half and see how the game went.
At least.
If the game was out of control at that point, then you sit it down. But at least compete.
Right.
This
Right.
is a
Dabo,
this is a division rival. And yeah, you winning the game doesn't change your seeding, but
it could change you playing them.
It changes a division rival. Like, this is somebody you can't stand. So to say, listen, it ain't gonna change our seeding, but we can hurt them.
Yeah.
I just thought
knock them out of the one. Like, yo, just compete, yo.
That's a punk move, yo.
Every other team compete. The Bengals competed. The Bills competed.
The Chiefs competed.
Every other team competed.
And that was the whole purpose of the 17-game season.
Yeah.
And making the last game a division game.
A division game. That was it. It should come down to a division rival game, and the fans are just tuned in. You got a pre-playoff game for the price of nothing,
It's like the play-in game. It's the play-in game.
Yeah, I remember that, New York. That's okay. I'll
Word.
see you later.
Word. You better hope we don't see y'all later.
Good point.
You better hope.
Yeah, because somebody getting punched in the mouth, and I'm talking about the coach. The high terror says, "Oh, this is the wife.
That's my beautiful wife. Look at her.
Hey,
I love
down
it.
in Georgia. She's
Georgia.
all around. Hey, fellas. Hey, watch yourself. Hey, your wife can be.
Hey, it's nothing but guns on this episode. I can tell you that right now. All right. License too. The 13 brings out change and positive outlook. I'm gonna let you take this one, Bishop. This one is for you. The 13 brings out change and positive
13
outlook.
brings about change and a positive outlook. We hit on so many of it, man. That the 13th apostle was actually Apostle Paul. He had to go in and replace Judas.
Yes.
So here he goes. And he wrote 2/3 of the New Testament. He coined such phrases as being more than a conqueror.
Mm-hmm.
I can do all things through
Christ
who strengthens me. Apostle Paul, man, if Romans was albums, Thriller would be Romans 8.
I got you.
That's my take.
We take this mic off so I can drop
Romans 8, man.
That was deep, yo.
Just soak it all in.
That was deep.
And he's the 13th apostle.
That was dope. Very well said. Let's go with Dion on this one. Antoine Washington, thank you for the super chat. Says Purdy helped me secure second place. You still got your he must mean before this week. Really nice pickup. Purdy helped him secure second place in his NFL Yahoo Cup. I'm not gonna talk about congratulations to Fair, who won the nitty gritty Niners.
Go ahead, Fair.
Round of applause.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
He get the second belt. Peachy won the first year we did it. Fair won the second year we did it. It was crazy. So it was crazy, guys, because it was like, I sucked. But once my starters was out for the season, I just didn't care anymore. But and because there was 35 teams, there was nobody on the waiver wire. Like, you had to find somebody that was just birthed, right? Get ready to start. It was tough. So when I
This
look
was the craziest ever.
Yo, so fair. I mean, you finished with 10 wins. I mean, that's not good, but it was good enough to win the championship.
Yeah.
Who was your
Right.
quarterback, Fair? Who are your big your headliners?
I mean, I had Jalen Hurts, and I was limping to the finish line.
He had
Bro.
Jalen Hurts. Hurts
That's
started
what
balling, and
happened.
then towards the end, when we going into the playoffs, Jalen Hurts gets hurt.
Right.
I'm sorry,
And
bro.
So he came. So shout out to Fair. He came on Mo's Nose Fantasy, and we were talking about he was going into his first playoff game, and he was like, "Do I start Zach Wilson or do I go somewhere else?" And I was like, "Listen, I know Zach is the starter with the Jets." I was like, "Here's a couple other options, but I don't know." He was like, "I think I'm gonna stick with Zach Wilson." Little did we know that night Zach Wilson got him how many points, Fair?
Pulled. He gave me 1.3.
Are you serious?
And got pulled by halftime. And me and Fair looked, and me and Fair texted. He was like, "Of course I started Zach Wilson." I was like, "Bro, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm sorry that happened to you." But turns out that other players stepped up big. Devontae Smith being one of them. He was able to win that playoff game, get himself into the Super Bowl, and Fair is the Nitty Gritty Niners champion. So shout out to my brother.
And I do want to take 1 second though.
Mo's Nose Fantasy Show, man. He breaks
he be
down
on it. Yes, he do.
Big fact. Let me just say real quick though, man. Big shout out to Mike.
I was going to say, Mike from Nothing But Niners.
There's obviously we're going head to head, and Mike has a player in that last game that's playing on the Bills between this Bills and Cincinnati game, right?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the game is stopped, and the players aren't able to proceed with the game. And Mike was extremely graceful, man, and was like, based on how it looks, you won the game, man. The points are the points, and he succeeded, man. So big shout out to Mike.
Shout out to Mike.
Was the first person to congratulate me and tell me that it ain't going to be a thing. And shout out to him, man, for being a sportsman.
100%, yo. Because what happened was, so Yahoo and ESPN didn't count any of the points from that game.
No, they counted the points that you had, but the game stopped, and that was it.
You sure? Because Mike said that they took the points off.
No, Yahoo left. I know because I had Josh Allen as a quarterback. They left whatever points you already.
That's what I thought.
It might be ESPN that took it away, but Yahoo did not take the points away. They just left you with whatever they had, and it pissed me off because my options were either Joe Burrow or Josh Allen. So for either one, I would have started. I would have got screwed.
For Yahoo, Breezy, you're right. Breezy, you're right. For Yahoo, they took Mix. He had Mixon still playing,
right? Because he should have had 1 point. He should have had 1.20 points.
Bro, I basically would have beat him by even with his points, I would have beat him by less than a point.
You would have beat him by 0.20 points.
It was something crazy. Wow. And Mike was extremely graceful with it. So
he's a G.
Again, man, shout out to him.
A lot of guys wouldn't have been like that.
Right.
That's a fact.
Right. Let's get to Fernando's contribution. Thank you, Fernando. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for hanging in there. Appreciate all the good vibes you send out on Twitter, inside the chat as well. Says, hey, Breezy and fam, thanks for your shows. Keep grinding and go 49ers. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to keep grinding. It's playoff grinding time now. So it's a different grind. It's time to take it up a notch. 12 teams this upcoming weekend is about to go down. So we don't know if the 49ers are going to play on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday as of yet.
Preference?
When does that come out? I mean,
it should be coming out after this.
It should be by the end of the night. Hopefully, just waiting for Green Bay and Detroit to play.
Yeah,
once they finish, we gotta wait the outcome of this game, because if Green Bay wins, Green Bay's in. But if Detroit wins, then Seattle is in. So either way, we're going to see Seattle or Green Bay.
Yeah.
Which I don't care who we see.
Either way, they come into Santa Clara.
Yeah. You just don't know what day.
You asked me if I had a preference. I mean, my birthday is on the 15th. So I would prefer for them to play on my birthday because, you know what I'm saying? That way, all the anticipation can just go toward that game. I wouldn't be thinking about my birthday. I'd just be thinking about the game. And so, I'm hoping it would be love to get a win.
And a playoff win is a great celebration. That's an awesome birthday. That's an awesome birthday gift right there.
So last year, around my birthday, wasn't on my birthday, we beat the snot out of the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh my God! Oh, I know you partied hard.
Partied hard ain't the word. I mean, we went out to a restaurant. It was so bad. Dallas Cowboy fans said the only way we gonna ever win is if Jerry Jones. Like, I was like, you can't say that about your owner. I was like, yo, he's so terrible. He's just like the worst.
Look, man, there are owners throughout the years in multiple sports that just do too much. Jerry is one of them. We all know and understand this. Al Davis was another one. Drafted. If you ran a 4.2, you was on the squad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We all know.
Yo, that was wild. That was a wild time.
Super wild.
He had all the fast players, though, bro.
Fastest guys in the league, but they all washed out.
They couldn't catch, but they were fast.
They were fast.
We used to have draft parties with me and my friends. I had a Green Bay fan in the building. I had a Giants fan. I had a Cowboys fan. And I had one Raiders fan. And they would always pick high. And we'd be like, who? Who was that going in the first round with the 7th pick? Bro, who is that? What school did he go to?
In the draft.
Bro, he's the fastest guy on the whole draft every single year. Every year.
Remember a guy by the name of Darius Hayward Bay?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Super fast.
Uh-huh.
Not very good in the league though.
Couldn't catch.
I'll do you one better.
Come on.
One of the best multi-sport athletes on the planet to ever live. Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson is it.
Great. But what happened? The minute he started messing with the Raiders,
well, he got hurt.
I mean, he got hurt.
He got hurt, but I'm saying, like, what is it again?
Hey, I was in high school. Bo was going crazy. Bo, to me, even more than Deion, Bo is the greatest athlete that ever lived.
January.
No, I give it to Deion. I give it to Deion. He's the greatest dual sport athlete I've ever seen, and it's right now.
Bo Jackson 30 for 30. And please and listen to Deion tell you about the time he tried to tackle Bo in college, and then come back to me and say
anybody with a brain wouldn't try to tackle Bo in college. The man literally, okay, y'all know how people talk about Saquon Barkley's style.
Yeah, I got
Bo Jackson was that long time ago, people. Long time ago. Bo Jackson was that dude. The only reason that I give it to Deion is because of the longevity.
Yes,
he had a career.
Kansas City baseball.
Bo could check swing a home run.
Right.
That's
how strong he was.
Ronald Reagan was on when Bo I was watching that All-Star game when Ronald Reagan was watching Bo. He was in the booth with Vin Scully here watching the All-Star game. And Bo Jackson's the pow! Oh my. he made Ronald Reagan sound like a he said, and oh my, he made Ronald Reagan clutch the pearls.
Yes,
the man ran up the side of buildings, man.
Bo Jackson, that was crazy.
Bo was the ultimate cheat code in Tecmo Bowl. We all know this.
What is that?
He was the ultimate cheat code.
We had Tecmo Raiders team. You couldn't play with Bo Jackson. We made that.
That was the new rule, right?
No, but it was the Raiders team was the cheat code because they had Marcus Allen, Bo Jackson, and they were just fast in that Tecmo Bowl. You couldn't play. I couldn't tell them from apart.
Bo would pop the people off.
Right. Yeah. And he popped several. Bo would pop several. He wouldn't pop one or two. He popped several.
Man,
fresh as possible. He is a problem. Yes, that is 100% facts.
We got one more. We got one more contribution. We're gonna let Most take this. Then I'm gonna read the winner of the score predictions. I believe I have the winner. All right. Really? Mutter scum. That's a tough one. I'm looking at the top three. What was my score prediction? Damn it. I should be up there too.
It was like 37-9.
So I had 37-9. Okay, we'll go through that. Most, take this one. JP Hellahard 2800 says,
shout out to my brother JP Hellahard, who's responsible for me getting this shirt right here, baby. I appreciate you, brother. Elijah Mitchell is fresh as possible. He is a problem. We already know that. So now teams got to worry about Elijah Mitchell running the ball, Christian McCaffrey running the ball, catching the ball. Like, Debo's going to be back 100%.
He had a nice run
today. Is crazy. Kittle was going off. Is he averaging 2 touchdowns a game now with Brock Purdy as quarterback? Like, what's happening here? Like, Juice is getting more involved in the offense. We're giving him short yardage carries, passes out of the backfield. Listen, it's
a little bit of splashing some Ray like
little bit of Ray here.
A little bit of here, a little bit of there.
And the beauty is George Kittle now has double-digit touchdowns for the first time in his career. And he did that with what? The third stringer.
Wait, he has 11, right?
No, it's 10. I believe it's 10. Oh, no, he caught 2 today. Yeah, that is 11. Yeah, that's 11.
He was one touchdown shy from tying Travis Kelce's record this season. And he broke Travis Kelce's record for scoring for getting the most yards in his first 6 NFL seasons. So George Kittle broke Travis Kelce's record in this game. And we got to give a shout out to everybody in the chat that was talking about Brandon Ayuk. First career season at 1,000 yards.
Yay. Let's go.
He ain't balling.
He made some tough catches today.
Loaded.
And the crazy thing is,
old high school days when we was playing John Marshall and Jefferson Huguenot with, and it was like they had an all-star team over there. Said, man, they got this dude and that dude, and he going to I think he going to UNC, and I think he going. It was like, good Lord, that we're loaded. Teams
and Kittle was making teams fear him again. That's the beauty. He's like teams forgot about George because for the first part of the season, what was George? He was more so blocking, and everybody forgot that he existed. And now with what's going on, everybody's looking and going, "Oh crap, man!
Oh yeah,
that is it." No, Banks is not out for the season. You feel me? He's just they basically just hold him out for the playoffs. It's that's all they're doing, man. They were smart about it. We know we got a Swiss Army knife named Daniel Brunskill who can play any position on the line. That's why we put Brunskill at left guard. We knew we would get by. It was the cards. Shout out to J.J. Watt for a great, fantastic career. I mean, hey, to get 2 sacks in your last game, I ain't mad. I mean, I'm mad because it was against us, but congratulations to that man on a fantastic career.
Incredible dude, incredible career.
Yes, incredible human. Incredible human, man. The stuff that he did when he was a Texan, as far as like Walter Payton Man of the Year type stuff, man. Yeah, no, dude gets out there. He's active. He's involved. And I mean, hey, he still showed you. Look, I'm retiring, but I went out with 2 of them.
Yep.
Snagged me a couple. I'm out this joint. Peace.
Man.
Yo, listen. As long as he can stay healthy, J.J. Watt can still play this game.
Oh, he's a baller.
Yeah, I know. He said he's retiring, but if a team late in the season come call and say, "Hey, JJ, you see what our record is? We making a championship push. We need one more pass rusher to help us out, take us over the top." I wouldn't be surprised if he lays him up again next year.
Yeah, he'll be in Santa Cruz.
It's got to be the right situation, but I wouldn't be surprised if he lays it up again.
That'd be us calling him late in the season too. Hey, JJ. Hey, look, I know you're retired, man, but we know
you're late. All I need is 1 or 2 sacks a game. Get me over the hump, bro. Come on. I know you want a ring to go with that Hall of Fame.
Come on now. Come on now. It's already cemented. Only thing you still getting in there without one of these, but let's get you one. Just so
that's a cherry on top right there. We're gonna make sure you go just over enough so when they do that voting, they automatically look and go, "Oh no, he has a ring. Yeah, he's okay. He's good."
Well, I'll tell you guys this. I will never doubt John Lynch ever again. And when they need to make an acquisition mid-season at some point, they go out and make an acquisition. So if you've ever doubted John Lynch, I think the doubt stops now. And it's time to just get on the Lynch train. He ain't going nowhere. He wants to be the general manager. Accepted. Everybody has accepted their role. I know people want to see Adam Peters as general manager. Listen, everybody's accepted their role at this moment. So let them go out there and do great. We got to give a quick shout out so we can get up out of here. All right. So Facebook winner score prediction was Jerome Davis. All right. Congratulations, Jerome. 38. What was the score of this game?
38-13.
His score prediction was 38-10.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay.
I was 37-9. Damn.
Horseshoes, hand grenades, and predictions.
Noah Hales was 38-9. And then Christy Marie was 31-13.
Okay.
I was 30-13.
30-13. So
I'm biased. I love some Kristen Marie. That's my little buddy. I like Kristen Marie.
She's cool people.
I'll accuse myself.
I wanted to points in this game, but we were so daggone close, you know. We were so close. But guys, listen, man, thank y'all for jumping on here. Terradome and Dion, man. I appreciate you guys. It's gonna be a good week, man. 49ers won. We'll figure out what's going on tonight. There'll be plenty of shows this week, and we'll be jumping on here, man. Mo's Fierce, always love, always a pleasure. We got one more contribution before we get out of here. Our brother Sean. Glass J. Who? He's talking about Jimmy, just in case y'all didn't know. I'm gonna try to break it down as we read it. For years, I've been telling you, it would have been really funny if he would have spelled it like terrible.
Like Charles was terrible.
Yeah, like Chuck.
Terrible.
Terrible.
They played terrible.
I'm gonna stop there. Terrible. I'm gonna let Terradome take the next part.
Purdy showing everyone how bad Jay is. That's Jimmy G. Better to be number 2. We don't do well after buys. Finally, a quarterback with a brain.
Somebody needs to make that Wizard of Oz graphic.
I would have cleaned that up a little bit, but you had me in Ron Burgundy mode.
Right?
He said, yes, and
don't
I am
put it on the teleprompter. He'll read whatever you put up there.
See? It's not just me.
He had a brain, man. He won't the Cowardly Lion or one of those people from Wizard of Oz, man.
Yeah, well, he had. Well, the thing is in the moments where we needed him to have a brain, he seemed to have cobwebs and a bean rolling around in there, and he'd do stupid stuff that would bother us and upset us. And don't get me wrong, man, this team gives me heart attacks week in and week out.
Because really, let's think about this. Had he not walked out of the back of the end zone, we wouldn't even have needed the Eagles to lose today.
Don't do that.
Their loss against the Saints would have been everything that we needed.
Don't do that, Mo.
And all we had to do was clear this game, which we did. Had he not walked out of the back of that end zone in Denver, I don't care that we lost to Chicago. It was a monsoon game. It was 50-50. It could go either way. Atlanta, we just didn't get off the plane. The Chiefs, we just didn't show up. Had he not walked out of the back of that end zone
and threw a pick 6 to get the vaunted pick 8, which will never be broken. Which will never. The only way you can break that is if you kick a field goal backwards and the quarterback catches it under the goalpost and throws a
for a kick 9.
For a kick 9.
That's the only way the pick 8 can be broken is with a kick 9.
A kick 9.
The only way you
or I'll do you one better.
Talk to
Dan Orlovsky suit up again. He'll find a way. Dan Orlovsky literally tweeted out, "Jimmy, stay out of my lane." After that happened, like I run out of the back of the end zone.
He ran out the back, but he ain't throw the pick 6 with it though.
So Jimmy's was still worse.
Yeah, he had a combo. Like when you go get a Whopper combo, he had the combo.
Yeah, he got the 2-piece with the biscuit.
Yes, he did.
With all together.
Yes, he did. So had he not done that, we would be the number 1 seed right now. But I do kind of agree with Sean. I think sometimes after a bye week, we can come out a little bit sluggish. And I feel like this team has so much momentum going right now. I don't think you want to kill that with a bye week. I think we got healthy at the right time. Guys are coming back. You know, we've been doing a great job all season, you know, with the practices that we've been holding. So I think you keep this momentum going and just allow them to play. And I think our players now, with everything that we went through in 2019, 2020, and 2021, for them, it's really like, listen, guys, we got 4 more games left.
Yep.
We can rest at the end of the season. If we tired, if we hurt, we'll fix all of that at the end of the season. We got 4 games left. Let's grind through these 4. Let's get what we came here to get. Let's get healthy. Let's recharge in the offseason and come back in 2023 and do it again.
Come on, sir.
Very well said. And Sean says Glass J equals Glass Joe, Mike Tyson punch out.
Oh, yeah.
Joe, Jimmy.
Man, we couldn't at least give him a little Mac or something, man. We gave him last Joe, the worst person in the
Knocked
game.
that ass out too, man. That little Mac.
Little Mac comes through. Hey, hit the select button.
Yes,
hit
sir.
The select button, you going to sleep.
Who was your all right? Before we go, who was the toughest fighter other than Mike Tyson? Because Mike Tyson,
Soda Popinski.
Soda Pop. Right, fair, right?
Go.
Soda Popinski was annoying.
Go. Oh no!
Soda Popinski was hardcore, man. He was a guy, man. Him and Super Macho Man, because they were similar in their styles.
Because Ball Bull was tough, and if you didn't know how to beat, remember not Ball Bull 2, because after you got to the second wave of the game,
the second Ball Bull,
and then you had to figure out how to beat King Hippo. Don't act like I knew how to beat that cat the first 30 times you played him. I know ain't nobody on this show knew how to beat him the first 30 times. Until you figured out you got to punch him in the stomach, punch him in the mouth, punch him in the stomach, punch him in the mouth. Like that. Yeah. What a game, yo. How come the 8-bit games were harder than any of the games?
That was the Mike Tyson Punch-Out was one of the greatest games Nintendo ever made.
Ever.
Like
that
Contra. It's that people don't understand that. Yes, Contra. Come on, man. Breezy, we need to get controllers 1 and 2. We got to stream that on Twitch.
We got to do it. We got to go find it. Mike Tyson.
I got to find it.
Yeah, we'll go get it. Somebody just scored. Listen, thank y'all for tuning in.
No, it got called back for a holding.
It got called back for a holding. My bad. I'm late.
It was Jameson Williams too. Blew by everybody.
Oh, the wide receiver.
Yeah,
first round pick
for Detroit. Yeah.
So, guys, thank y'all for tuning in to the Overreaction Show. We appreciate you. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you're going to go ahead and rewatch it, man, go ahead and leave a comment in the section. Make sure you're following everybody on their individual streams as well. All right, please do so. 49ers got the sweep. They got the 10-game winning streak still going on. 49ers are going into the playoffs, the hottest team, and I don't see them ever cooling off. Mo Fair wants to take a shot. I'm still drinking my first.
I got a shot right here.
Okay, so
I already poured my second one. I was ready for.
We're gonna toast
right
it up.
There.
Let me see you toast it up. Salute to the Niners, baby.
Salute.
Here we go. Oh, Jesus. I need him to turn this into water. Now he turned water into wine.
You need the wine back into the water.
I need to go back into the water.
That's what Jesus said. Y'all keep the party, keep on going around here.
Man, listen, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Wayne Breezy Show in the morning, man. Have some coffee with me. We come in here and chop it up. I got a great title for tomorrow. It's going to be called, I'm not going to tell you because I don't want people out there to think it, man. Love y'all. Stay up, stay faithful. We out, y'all. Peace.
God bless.